This is lard. It's rendered pork fat, a staple in many kitchens for hundreds of years. In the last 50 or so years, it's been replaced with industrially produced seed oils. There is an increased interest in lard as the health benefits of seed oils have come under question. Lard handles like butter at room temperature, and then has a very versatile oil as it heats up. Lard can be produced and stored at home for use over several months. Let's take a look. First and foremost is the quality of the pork fat. These were non-corn fed and purchased at a local co-op store. They're about 1.5 to 2 pounds each, and there are 7 packages. The first thing to do is thaw out and rinse the pork. Separate the pieces. Once the pieces are separated, you can put them in a large pot to boil. Now, we're boiling this to make the pork pieces easier to handle because we will be removing them from the boiling water. Be careful not to burn yourself. Once the pieces are safe to handle, we cube or chop them into smaller pieces. This is also a good opportunity to remove any large pieces of meat you don't want inside of the pot. We're using a cast iron wok because of the more consistent heat distribution to stir fry the pieces. The pieces appear wet because there is still water on them, however, that will boil off. If you look closely, the oil is being expressed out of the fat. Keep the temperature at a medium-high to high heat and don't go over 370 degrees, which is the smoke point for lard. It's important to continually stir the pork fat so that no area gets extra hot and burns. Over time, you'll see that the piece is brown. You can turn down the heat. You notice that the oil is very clear. Look at that, that's so clear. Now, some of the pieces did have extra meat on them. We don't actually want the meat in there, so we can take those out. They actually make for a pretty decent snack. We'll look at it later. As you sift through the pieces, you'll see that you can actually squeeze the oil out of the pieces. Let's try that on this one. Look at that. Oil's coming right out. So we actually do want to squeeze the oil out of each of these pieces when we take them out. We could do that one by one to get a snack like this, or we can do them all at once. And at the end, we'll remove the pieces and strain them, or we can squeeze them out a little later, filter it, or skim the oil off the top. In the end, you should end up with a large pot of clear, pure lard, which you can store in the refrigerator.